and one among them is a wonderful, I call him legendary. He is very shy of being called legendary. I really don't know why. After giving 50 years to India, with every sports you can call it, from Olympics to Commonwealth, Asian Games, cricket, football, anything you name it, he has done it all. And he's a great motivator, I would say. He is a young boy. He is a very young boy still, and a lot to do and for our country and youth. And he is, doing wonderful work for youth to come and be a commentator, not only just a sports person. Sports person, everybody wants to be a sports person, cricketer, football, that's fine. Commentator also, it's not a very good job. I really don't know about commentary, but he is doing a lot. And most importantly, because we are here with 71 odd heroes, he never leaves a day on Facebook. Okay, never leaves a day on Facebook informing about our great war heroes. From take it from 47, 48, you take any name. Every day, it's a routine for him that he takes all the heroes' names and spreads all across the world. And that's a wonderful, great achievement, I would say, for Milind Wagle sir. And he is a signature collector, autograph collector. He has got more than 25,000 plates and armed forces heroes signatures and autographs. It's not a joke to collect. This of 50 years he has tried, and he has met who's who of any industry you can call. Take it from sports, army, films, anything. He's a legend. That's it. I can only say one thing. And I am very thankful. The BMF magazine, the all inputs which you will see later in July, and at Kargil war, this thing around celebrations that will be released, is without him it was not possible at all. Every 90% of the articles of the greats, sports person, film stars, you take anyone, he has been kind enough to provide me with that. I have with me, and very soon I will take out the book and will release that in among publish. So say something, sir.
Well, the mic just refused to leave me. You know, it's amazing what he said. He spent about 3-4 minutes talking about me, which today was I'm not trying to say otherwise, but the day is yours. The day is yours. It's been wonderful. As I said, I go back to 1970 when I met the who's who of the armed forces who fought that war. Today they are wonderful friends. It's been a privilege. It's been a privilege to see this country, thanks to our armed forces, right from far-flung places. I've been to Dras in minus 45 degrees, which I'm sure some of the soldiers themselves may not have been, but I've been blessed to see Dras with minus 45 degrees. Please remember that we are only small people. I'm a very small person. I come from a city called Mumbai, where we do not even know, people do not even know what happens on the borders of our country. You know, Sayyid did mention, ये चलता है रहेगा, नहीं, इसको बंद होना है. You know, I do not want to stress on this because the evening is of a different thing. I only hope that all these young boys who are killed in action in the frontiers of our country is stopped someday or the other. I don't think any mother, any father, any brother, any sister would like to see a coffin draped in tribal. So, it's emotional evening, but thank you so much. Thank you.
As a sports and an armed forces commentator, we normally don't have a script because everything is live. But today I've decided to pen down a few points as the wonderful hostess has asked me to share my ideas behind this book. First of all, I'd like to thank Sayyid for organizing such a wonderful program. I think it's amazing to felicitate. If this is a year which, as we saw there, and I've got goosebumps on my body. It's a full shirt, so you can't see me with my goosebumps. But you know, if you don't have tears when those 54 POWs were shown, you know, we can keep on debating why did we allow 93,000 prisoners to go away. We should have held back 540 prisoners of theirs and allowed the others to go. Give our 54 back and take your 544 away. But anyway, that's a different discussion altogether. I'd also like to thank Major General Dr. if he came on. He's an amazing inspiration. He's an amazing inspiration. I met him 3 years back at the famous Gateway of India in Mumbai, where there was a program for the Veer Naris, and we hit off very well. He's now settled down in Hyderabad. He's a fitness freak. If someone wants to emulate someone, then it has to be emulating General Mohan. I see some wonderful photographs of his every morning on Facebook, and it gives me so much of joy, sir. Two of my wonderful friends, Captain Rafalraj Singh, ex-Indian Air Force, and along with him, a gentleman whom I met yesterday for the first time. All of you have heard so much about him. Again, an inspiration of what he went through, how he came out. Group Captain Nachiketa. So he's here in absolute flesh, the two of them. And thank you so much for being out here. Manojji, wonderful. Sorry, my apologies. So wonderful to have you here as well. I was first inspired. I'm not going to make a long speech because this is the day to honor you all. It's your day, it's not my day, remember. I was inspired in 1971 when my brother-in-law was a young captain at the workshop at the NDA. I was inspired then to do something for the armed forces from 1971. So it's now been close to 50 years. 50 years, is that right? Oh, 50 years, because that's what we are celebrating. That's what we are celebrating. How can I go wrong? How can I go wrong? So it's 50 years that my passion for the armed forces has been there. I've had plenty of friends who fought the 71 war. Prabir Sur is there. 8 guards who lost 65 men on one day. The Brigade of Guards, they lost 65 men on one day at the Battle of Hilli. And I was privileged to anchor their Golden Jubilee program at Nasirabad. They moved out from there, so it's no longer classified, so I can say they were in Nasirabad. I've been blessed to anchor the program of the bicentennial celebrations, 200 years of the Pune Horse, the Fakr-e-Hind, and I was blessed to anchor their program, 200 years at Meerut, where they were based. Thanks to my friends in the armed forces, I have travelled from Dras to Kargil to Siachen base camp to Nathula, and I've seen all of them at close quarters what they live. I've been there only for 2 days, 3 days. They stay there for, all of y'all have stayed at a particular place for 8 months, 10 months. And I just went 2 weeks back and stayed with the brigade in Poonch, just 2 weeks back. So it's amazing, as I said, to felicitate all of you and honor you on this wonderful day. How did this book come about? As I said, as a sports commentator and armed forces commentator, I had never written a book. And unfortunately, due to COVID, I had enough time. My co-author, Colonel A.J. Raina, artillery officer, spurred me on, and the two of us have got stories, which are actual stories, except for the full stop and the commas which I have edited. Every story is actually given to us by the persons who fought in that war. The next volume 2 will be out very soon. Brigadier Ahuja's story will be there. J.J. Singh, I don't know if Colonel J.J. Singh is arrived. Yeah, he's there. So his story was there in the first book, in fact. The Bhaskar Reddy story will be there in the second book. So just to end, as I said, 2 volumes of the 71 war. You all are here. We will be in touch. Perhaps we'll come out with volume 3, volume 4, because there are so many of you who participated in the 71 war. To Syed, continue the good work. As I said, it's a pleasure to always be in touch with you. And to all of you, as I said, my humble tribute, and for all the sacrifices that you did from the 3rd of December. It was actually not the 3rd of December, it started much before, as we know. Some of you went and trained the Mukti Bahini, and it all started in May, June, July. So to all of you, my salutations for all that you've done for this nation. Proud of you. Jai Hind.